If you are moving to West Houston in 2026, there are a few things you deserve to know up front before you fall in love with the listing, schedule a showing, or put in an offer. These are the truths buyers usually learn after the move, and by then, it's often too late to adjust. I'm Raquel Bell with Bell Property Group. I help families, professionals, and investors relocate across the Katy, Fosher, Richmond, Cypress, and the surrounding West Houston areas. I specialize in new construction and the luxury market. However, more than that, I help clients make confident, informed decisions that protect both their lifestyle and their long-term investment. Truth number one, Katy isn't one market, it's multiple lifestyles. One of the first things I ask buyers who say, we want to live in Katy, is what does that mean to you? Because Katy is more than just one neighborhood or one type of experience. It is a network of very different communities, each with its own feel, zoning, and pace of life. For some, Katy means a large master plan community with trails, splash pads, several pools, resort-style amenities, and so many perks it can make Disney take notes. For others, it means quiet streets, big yards, and fewer HOA restrictions. The difference matters, and that is why I always start with 3 key questions. Number 1, where will your daily life be centered? Is it work, school, or family? Number 2, what do your weekends need to look like to feel right for you and your family? Number 3, do you want built-in amenities, or would you rather create your own space? These answers help me guide clients toward the part of Katy and West Houston that fits their actual lifestyle, not just the zip code. Truth number 2, monthly payment isn't just about price, it's about structure. A $500,000 home in Katy can result in a dramatically different monthly payment depending upon where it's located. Why, you ask? That's because the total cost of ownership includes the property tax rate, which can vary from under 2% to well over 3%. Mud district taxes, especially in newer communities. HOA dues and what those actually include. I worked with a couple relocating from Chicago with 2 teenage boys, one in high school, one in middle school. They were initially working with another agent who kept showing them smaller homes that needed work. They were open to some updates, but realistically, they were adjusting to a new city, new schools, and a new routine. They did not need a renovation project layered on top of a major move. Once they were referred to me, we focused on what really mattered. Zoning to Katy High School, supporting their sons' sports schedules, and staying within a defined monthly payment, not just a purchase price. Through consultation and targeting the right communities, I found them a home with excellent square footage, a 2-story layout, large lot, and a significantly lower MUD tax rate, which allowed us to stay within budget and deliver the lifestyle they were hoping for. This is where clarity protects your future. So do not just shop by price, shop by your net costs. My advice, before you fall in love with a property, run a full cost breakdown and ask these key questions. What is the tax rate here? Is there a MUD district, and if so, what is that tax rate? What are the HOA dues, and what do they actually cover? What does that mean for your monthly payment? Truth number 3, commute times matter more than mileage, so test before you trust. One of the most common mistakes I see buyers make is relying on distance instead of drive time. In West Houston, a 15-mile commute does not mean a 15-mile drive, especially during peak driving hours. I worked with a couple relocating from North Carolina. We explored several areas around the city. However, they fell in love with West Katy, Far West Katy to be exact. It felt like home to them, quiet, spacious, and well aligned with their lifestyle. But their jobs were downtown, so instead of discouraging them based on distance, we walked through all of the options. I showed them how to factor in actual highway usage, HOV lanes, and park and ride accessibility. They ultimately chose a rideshare system with our local park and ride here in West Houston, and now they are downtown in under 30 minutes. Without that strategy, that same route could easily stretch to 90 minutes plus, depending upon the time of day. So here's my advice. Before you commit to any home, do a commute test. Pick the same day of the week and time you would actually leave. Drive it or use the transit system and see how you feel at the end. And yes, Google Maps will give you traffic estimates, just like Zillow gives you Zestimates. But let's be honest, neither should be making the final decision for you. Truth number 4, school zones do not follow neighborhood names, so always verify the address. One of the most common surprises for relocating families is assuming that being in a certain community automatically means zoning to a specific school. Here in West Houston and surrounding areas, that is often not the case. Master plan communities like Ellison, Cross Creek Ranch, Firethorn, and Bridgeland can span more than one school district. For example, both Firethorn and Cross Creek Ranch include homes zoned to Katy ISD and Lamar ISD. And when you add new construction into the mix, it becomes even more important to verify your boundaries because as growth continues, school zoning lines can often shift. I worked with a couple relocating from Alabama, and their son was entering high school, and they were clear being zoned to Jordan High School was a top priority for them. They found a home listed on the MLS that said it was zoned to Jordan High School. But when we checked KDI's official boundary map, we noticed the zoning line went directly through the property. We contacted the district to confirm, and sure enough, the listing was incorrect. The home was actually zoned to Tompkins High School. Still a strong school, but not the right fit for their son. What made it more surprising, every home on the same street was zoned to Jordan, except this one. Crazy, right? Moral of the story, do not rely on the listing information alone. Always verify school zoning by the exact property address, using the official ISD boundary map or contacting the district directly. This matters not only for your children's school experience, but also for resale value, especially in competitive markets. These 4 truths form the foundation of a successful relocation to Katy, West Houston area. Remember, define your lifestyle, evaluate full monthly costs, test your actual drive, and verify zoning by property, not assumption. In part number 2 of this video, I will explain how I assess flood risk, protect buyers through phase inspections, and structure smart offers in today's market. Stay tuned.